My name is Yoshio Ohito, and I'm 45 years old. Currently, I work at a business firm I joined 22 years ago. Every other coworker I used to work with is now a manager. Others became board members of the company, while I'm just a chief. And the only reason I got to this position was that the young workers felt safe working in the company. So my skill as a businessman is painfully average. I only got a family life with my wife and my daughter, who recently went into high school. I think you already know how I'm treated in my family. I'm home!
Are you back already?
Yeah, I was able to finish work early.
You're not earning enough with your position. You should at least try to work overtime.
Sorry.
Ew, it stinks around here.
It's probably your father's fault.
Hey! Don't line us over with your dirty socks. Your socks are like a bioweapon around here. Are you trying to kill us?
That's mean.
You got a problem? You're still just a cheat.
Sorry.
I'm gonna eat in my room.
I'll do the same.
Okay. There's no place for me in my house. Recently, the policy on overtime has changed around the company, so there's no place at work. That's why I usually drink out with my junior workers after work. It's honestly the only time I enjoy my life. I don't know why, but I get along well with my junior workers. Mr. Yoshio, you're such a nice person. Other managers and bosses always ignored us, while you took the time to help us. You're not even my appointed mentor, but you still took time, even after work, to look after me. You're the only reason why we're here. These two used to be my junior workers, but are now in the same position as I am. In fact, they're about to get another promotion for their work. They're leagues better than I am, but still take time to hang out with me after work. They're a beacon of light for me. However, the time has finally come. My superiors wanted to talk to me. I'm fired? No, please, listen to me. He's one of the few junior workers I helped with when he first came into the company. Now he's actually my boss within the company. I wanted to ask you to relocate. Where? Human resources. What? HR? How was I qualified to be in HR? Ever since I came here, I've always worked in sales. Many of my coworkers, myself included, were helped by your actions. We're really grateful for what you've done for us. However, we don't see you fully recognizing your talent in sales. That's why we wanted you to move to HR, where your skills are much more appreciated. Luckily, there was one open position within HR. What is it? I know you'll be able to use your skill to great use. Huh? The position I was filling in was an educator for new recruits? What's going on? I'm just a failed salesman in his mid-40s, and now I'm supposed to train new recruits that have just graduated from college? It's impossible! I can't do anything about it. And shouldn't a lady be their mentor instead of me? I don't mean to brag, but ladies really hate me. That's the thing. A lady supervisor usually gets a lot of hate from younger females while training. And we can't use any young male supervisors due to the risk of having relationships. That's why you're perfect for this job. But I can't do this! They're scarier than my daughter! I can sense that your family life isn't going well. Just treat them like your own daughter, and we should be fine. Now I had to teach other younger female workers how to succeed in this job. First day of training? It's okay. They're adults now. They shouldn't be too scary. Good morning. Let's start with today's train. My confidence immediately shattered after looking at my students. No one seemed to be focused in the room. Some were on their phone, while others looked at me with disgust. It hasn't been 3 seconds and I already felt demoralized. The worst part, I couldn't say anything. I just stood there. After starting with the lesson, they all started to listen, but... Sorry, I explained the wrong thing. Honestly, teaching about business when I failed at it was just too much for me. I could sense the frustration from my students. I thought at least the actual hands-on training stuff wouldn't be as hard, but I was wrong.
My PC isn't turning on.
Okay, let me take a look.
I was able to hack into the system.
What are you doing on the company's PC? I can't do this. I could still set up their PC and explain how to use the application required for the job. During this period, I stayed up late at night to learn more about training others. I even digitized all the files into the PC to make it easier for them to access. It was really tedious work. It was so tedious that I had to sleep right after going home due to exhaustion.
You're going to ruin your suit.
My wife still made me lunch to save money, but its contents surprised me. It was just rice! I'm doing my best, but they're treating me horribly! I held back my tears and started eating rice without anything else. My students came into my office.
Huh? Mr. Yoshio, that's your wife?
I think I angered my wife. Then they all looked at each other and started laughing.
I bet you fit the old man stereotype even in your house. I bet you have a teenage daughter that hates you, right?
You're right.
I knew it.
Really?
You act too timidly. You have to be more assertive.
Assertive?
Yeah, you gotta be more confident. I don't know how you acted when you were a salesman, but we know you did a lot of stuff for us. Other people in HR told us we are better than other new recruits.
Really?
Momiji, you should watch your language a little. It's okay, I only talk this way to Yoshio.
Am I supposed to be happy, or...
Of course! Any praise we get is all thanks to you.
I meant the other thing. I didn't know they all thought of me that way. I felt a great sense of accomplishment and pride.
Here you go. You gotta eat more. You already look like you're about to die.
If you die, who's going to teach us?
Thanks, everyone. From that day on, I felt more connected to my students. I was honestly scared of them at first, but now that I know they aren't doing things on purpose, I became more assertive to improve them. They listened to my advice, and within a month, became productive workers within the company. But that wasn't the only thing that changed.
Hey, Yoshio, did you work out yesterday?
Yup. Right before I went to sleep, I did some squats.
Did you get some protein?
Yep. I ate chicken and eggs this morning.
Now we just have to change our looks.
What should I buy? The girls decided I should change my deadbeat dad look and started a makeover plan for me. They taught me all about proper diet and workout routines. To be honest, cutting calories and working out was pretty hard, and I almost gave up, but...
I actually admire Yoshio for his work ethic. I wonder how he does it every day.
Well, I guess I do it all for my family.
Really? Well, I wouldn't know because I don't have a dad. I admire it too. My father always told me he worked for himself, so...
My dad looked like he would die every time he went for his job. That's why I thought working was going to suck. But thanks to Mr. Yoshio, I actually enjoy working.
I'm glad.
But I don't like my dad.
Why?
When he comes back from work, he just sleeps.
That was when a flash of lightning struck me. But doesn't he deserve some rest after working so hard?
Then what about my mom, who has to work part-time and do all the chores?
You're right. I remember that my wife had to do all the chores around the house, too. I only helped by occasionally taking out the trash. Over the years, it just became natural for me to not do the chores. But my wife also had to work part-time to make ends meet within the family. I always thought I was the victim, but now that I understand their perspective, it all made sense. And their words resonated with me the most. They always wanted their father to stay as a role model. That's why I decided to work out, so that my daughter had someone that she could look up to. Of course, I started to help around the house little by little. Although my wife looked more worried than happy seeing my sudden change in attitude. I guess it shows how much of a deadbeat husband I was for her. On the last training day, we all decided to go out for a drink to celebrate. Well, that was supposed to be the plan. Wait, why am I at a hair salon?
We told you, you gotta work on your looks.
But...
I know the hairstylist here. He'll make you look handsome. And make sure to change into these clothes afterward.
Clothes? You did all this for me?
You didn't give up on us. This is the least we can do for you.
I started to cry from all the emotion. Ever since I started working, no one ever complimented me. This was the first time in my business life that someone appreciated my work.
All right, we're at the last stage of our makeover plan.
The hair salon made my hairstyle more akin to a modern style, and I wore the new suit to the bar. They all approved my new look. At my house, I'm back.
Oh, huh?
How do I look?
I knew you were up to something, but is this the thing? Do you have a new girlfriend or something?
Of course not. I still love you, and you only.
You're making me blush. Let's see, do you want a beer?
My wife's face became all red, and she ran away. That's right. I always loved that about her. As for my daughter...
Dad?
Sorry for being a lousy father. I'll be more careful around the house. And if you ever want to go out shopping, I'll be there for you.
Okay.
My daughter's face was also becoming red. They really are alike. Afterwards, we decided to split the chores and make more time as a family. I succeeded in my weight loss program, and now I can wear clothes I never thought I'd ever wear. My daughter picked out the best looking clothes for me.
You look so much better.
Not to mention that my work life also heavily benefited. After my first batch of students, HR decided to promote me to a better position. Now I train all trainees within the company, including people that have transferred to our company. Thanks to my newfound confidence, I can communicate with others more clearly, and now I spend my days doing fulfilling work. As for the girls, they work hard in the company. They usually invite me to drink every once in a while, although this does put a slight target on my back for the young male co-workers. While working in sales, I couldn't do much of anything, but teaching others made me realize this was my real calling. Maybe my boss knew that, which was why he transferred me to this branch. I'm thankful for everyone who helped me along the way.